This is the new Holy Stone HS720G, and this is a 4K drone with 2-axis gimbal stabilization. Nice! Hi everyone, this is JD, your gadget review friend. Welcome back to Gadget Rev Now. Consumer drones are getting better and better, and some of them are really affordable. Holy Stone is one of the rising consumer drone manufacturers that produces good and affordable drone. In every release, they make better and better products. The latest high-end drone they have is the HS720G, which stands for GPS. This shoots stunning 4K videos, and the stabilization is one of the top priority of this drone. So how good is this sub $300 drone? We will unbox it, talk about the features, and do a test flight. Let's go to work. We made this review video from the unboxing to the test flight, but if you'd like to jump to the other parts of the video, I will leave the timestamp on the description below.
Go get that crown, now give me that.
Let's do the unboxing, and I would like to thank Holy Stone for sending us this drone. And if you'd like to purchase this product after this video, I will leave the link in the description below. HS720G is a 4K video drone with 2-axis gimbal stabilization with EIS, so this would compete directly with DJI Mavic drones. Looking quickly at the features, it has EIS, 4K camera recorder, 2-axis gimbal. It has few software features like Follow Me and Point of Interest. It also has a brushless motors, and it operates at 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi. Later we will show you how to connect to the app so you can record videos using Wi-Fi connectivity. Let's open the box.
Close to the edge, girl, you passing the reefer, no ether.
It has a nice gray leatherette bag, and comparing with DJI bag, this doesn't look like a camera gear at all. I'm not sure if this texture will remain the same after a few years, but it looks like a good material.
That sound, that snake bite, pair of whites outright.
Okay, opening the bag, we have all the paperwork from the battery information, charging information, and the multi-language user guide. If this is the first time you're operating the Holy Stone drone, you should watch the totality of this video or read the manual for you to understand the operation of this drone, because it's a little different. In front of the booklet, you would also see their contact information from their phone number, email, and website. If you have problems about this drone, you can contact them.
Now give me that.
We have a big box, and inside it is the battery. It only comes with a single 2950 mAh battery that would last you roughly about 26 minutes of flight time. You also have the extra propellers, and the different thing about the propellers are they are attached together, which is nice. And you have the screwdriver and extra screws if you need to change the propellers of the drone. By the way, all these accessories can be found on their website or Amazon if you want to purchase them separately. This comes with a USB-A to USB-C cable. And we have a good size controller, and as you can see, there's a QR code on the cover, and I would use this to search for the app because there's a lot of Holy Stone app on the Play Store or App Store. It may be a little bit frustrating for you if you're new. We have the lock and unlock button to start the engine. We have the power switch. We have the joysticks that control the movement. You have the shutter, the key to control the speed and return to home. You have the antennas and the clamps where you would fit the smartphone. What I like about this remote is it can control the drone alone because of the dedicated LCD screen where it shows some information like the battery life, calibration, GPS, drone speed, and so on. It has a GPS switch on the side, and make sure to turn this on so the drone will not move uncontrollably. I heard that there's some reviewers who had their drone moving without them controlling it because the GPS is turned off. You also have the handle for the remote control, and this is powered by 2 AA batteries. Is this a good or bad thing? I think for some people, they might see this as low-tech because a lot of remotes now are rechargeable. But if you think about it, this remote control can go forever because you can just replace the battery when it's dead. You can also buy a rechargeable AA batteries, and just in case in the middle of the flight the battery dies down, if you have a spare batteries, then you can just change it in the fly. So for me, it's more of a good thing. And lastly, we have the drone. This is a direct competition of Mavic drones. To separate the arms, just pull them sideways. In terms of weight, it's 280 grams with the battery. So if you're bringing this on travel, make sure that the country is approving drones because you may need certification to fly this on certain regions. It's better be safe than sorry. This looks like exactly like a DJI Mavic drone, and like every other drone nowadays looks similar. The 4K camera is in front with a 2-axis gimbal. I also like the darker color because it would not get dirty over time, and as you can see, it's way bigger than a DJI Mini 2. So I think that's it. Let's set it up for the first time, talk about the features, and do some flight test.
Feels like he's tripping lately. Spaced out.
Let's set this up for the first time, and while doing the setup, we will also talk about all the features of the app and the drone. Starting with the remote control, you can actually control the drone by using only the remote, but you can download the app so you can record photos and videos. This remote is powered by AA batteries, so if you're purchasing this on Amazon, don't forget to purchase batteries as well. The power switch is on the right side of the remote, and you have the clamp on top to secure the smartphone, and this can be bent 15 to 30 degrees, and that way you can see the smartphone screen better. Now to open the drone, you have to pull the arm sideways, and this is like the one you would see on the DJI drone. The 4K 2-axis camera is also covered, so dirt will not come in on its internal mechanism, but you can easily pop off the cover. To record 4K videos, you have to insert a high-speed micro SD card, but the footage should also be saved on your smartphone on 720p resolution. The battery is also inserted at the back. To charge it, there's a USB port on it, and if you long press it, it would start the drone. You have to calibrate the gyro of the drone for the first time, so you have to rotate the drone 3 times horizontally and 3 times vertically. You will hear a beeping sound when it's done. Now for your smartphone, you have to download the app on Play Store or App Store. It's called Ophelia Fly. To connect the smartphone to the drone, you simply go to the Wi-Fi settings and you will find the Holy Stone GIM. You should connect to that. Go back to the home screen and open the app, and you would see what's being recorded on the 4K camera of the drone. This is how you set up the Holy Stone HS720G. Now let's talk about all the features of the app and the drone. You have the fly and return to home on the app. It's also present on the remote control. Clicking the lock and unlock button starts the propeller. You can toggle between photos and videos, and if you go to the settings, you can either choose 1080p 60 FPS or 4K at 30 FPS. And here on the settings menu, alternatively, you can also calibrate the drone. On the upper left corner of the app, you would see what kind of mode or the speed of the drone is. As you can see right now, it's in sports mode, but if you hold down the button on the upper right corner of the remote, it will switch to tripod or slow mode, and it's more of a cinematic mode for the drone. You have all the information like the satellite, the drone battery information, remote control information, GPS, Wi-Fi, and what kind of view you're in. You also have different fly modes like follow me, point of interest, and headless mode. Later we will test this. You also have the Google Maps where you can see where you are, and you can zoom in out of the camera. Again, this front-facing 4K camera has 2-axis gimbal stabilization and has EIS for a really smooth video recording. So for 300 plus, you would get a fully functional drone with a lot of features, everything you need for a 4K gimbal drone. So I think that's it for the unboxing and full review. Now let's do a test flight. Alright, let's begin with our flight test with the tripod mode or the slow mode for the drone. In comparison with DJI drones, this is like a cinematic mode where the drone slows down, and together with the video stabilization and 4K recording, it lets you capture cinematic footage for video production. And today is a little windy too, as you can hear on the beginning, but you can see that the drone is horizontally leveled and it doesn't seem to be bothered by the wind. This is the sports mode, and I suggest when you start the Holy Stone drone to start with a tripod mode so you don't accidentally hit something, especially on a crowded place. The tripod mode will give you a little bit of leeway on the speed, but obviously if you're on flight and you're capturing fast-moving object, then go with the sports mode. And even on this mode, if you go back, move forward, and pan around, everything is smooth and stable. We are now testing the rotation of 4K camera, and as you can see, there's a little bit of warping because the Holy Stone HS20G is using an ultra-wide lens to capture wider field of view. This is the follow me feature of the drone that is pretty cool. If you want to follow a person or something that's moving, you can choose this mode. This is the orbit flight feature, and you will be using this to capture a skyscraper or an object that you want to circle around. It's a pretty cool feature too. And thirdly, this is the headless mode, and you can fly the drone on a specific point that you choose on the map. And lastly, because we're getting low battery notification after 20 plus minutes of flight time, we are clicking return to home, and it landed around 7 to 8 feet from the takeoff area. Pretty accurate. So this is the unboxing and full review of the Holy Stone HS720G. Is it worth it? So for around $300 plus, you'll probably get a used DJI Mini that can shoot full HD or a Mini 2 SE that can shoot 2.7K recording. But around the same amount of money, you can buy a brand new, untouched Holy Stone HS720G with 4K video and a 2-axis gimbal for stabilized footage. I think at the end of the day, would you rather buy a used drone or a brand new that performs similar to its competition? And there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to purchase this drone, I will leave the link in the description below. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.